Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching an India Today special. We brought you the numbers from the India Today Access My India exit poll yesterday. What we'll do today is a deep dive. We look at some very specific aspects of this poll. There were big assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh and in Orissa. What we'll do over the next 1 hour is get you all the big numbers from Andhra Pradesh. We look at the seat share projections, not just for the Lok Sabha, but also for the State Assembly. And then we'll do that with Orissa. So let's get started. For this broadcast, I'm joined by Sandeep Shastri from CSDS. Veera Raghav joins us as well. So let's show you first what the new Assembly of Andhra Pradesh could look like. Remember, last time there was a tight fight, a close contest between Jagan, Reddy and the TDP when it came to vote share. Jagan has carried out a massive Padyatra over the last several months. All of this seems to be taking Jagan, Reddy to power in Andhra Pradesh. Access My India projects for India Today that in the new Andhra Pradesh Assembly, YSRCP of Jagan Reddy is likely to bag at the very least 119 seats, going up to 135. The Telegu Desam could crash to between 39 and 51. So goodbye to Babu and welcome Jagan Reddy, who in any case over the past few days is so confident and so assured that he's been doing Janta Darbars and telling people what he'll do once he becomes Chief Minister. Let's also take you through the vote share figures for the Andhra Pradesh Assembly. I will show you first where YSRCP of Jagan Reddy gets its votes from, and then we'll do the same for the Telegu Desam. So the Election Express is now going to roll into our election studios as we show you the vote share data for Andhra Pradesh. Access My India predicts for India Today that YSRCP's vote share could go up to 48%. The Telegu Desam's vote share could be at 40%. The Jana Sena at 6%. What this essentially suggests is that Jagan Reddy is all set to be the new Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. This data correlates with what's happening in the Lok Sabha as well. And that's an interesting development because in Odisha, you'll see in a while from now, it's not quite the case. Let me show you now what the Access My India predictions are for the Lok Sabha of Andhra Pradesh. That's saying bye-bye to the Election Express. We'll call the spaceship back into the studio. Some nice election gimmicks and graphics done by our production team. So let me show you now what the Lok Sabha could look like in Andhra Pradesh. Out of the 25 seats of Andhra Pradesh, Access My India predicts for India Today that Jagan Reddy's party, the YSRCP, could end up with between 18 and 20 seats. The Telegu Desam could come down to between 4 and 6. As far as vote share numbers in Andhra Pradesh are concerned, you're actually seeing Jagan Reddy lose a little bit of vote share. So he's holding firm. But why he still ends up doing well is because you've got the Telegu Desam actually losing 7% vote share. So there is pretty significant anti-incumbency against Chandrababu Naidu in Andhra Pradesh, as a result of which the Telegu Desam's vote share is expected to come down 7% to 38%. Jana Sena with 5% vote share. So let me put the first question to Sandeep Shastri. It's very clear all those Padyatras, all the effort he's made over the past 5 years will see Jagan Reddy storm to power in Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, Rahul. One has noticed for the last 2 years this sustained effort by Jagan to be able to win the public mandate. Ever since he lost the election in 2014, there have been efforts by him to rebuild the party, reorient his main team that advises him. And I think the results of that are seen. But what's very interesting is that a 8% vote share difference is resulting in the projection that YSR Congress will get something like 72% of the seats. So that's
Veera Raghav, your sense, it's last time was a tight fight. What these exit poll numbers suggest is that it's one-way traffic in favor of Jagan Reddy.
Two things I wanted to ask you when you were putting the numbers out. One is the TDP losing that 6% vote in North Coastal Andhra where Pawan Kalyan is contesting? Because I believe that there was a section of the Kapu vote, though Jagan got most of the Kapu votes in 2014, predominant amount of the Kapu votes, a section of the Kapu votes in North Coastal Andhra especially went with Pawan Kalyan because he was in an alliance with the TDP at that time. If he is losing that, you remember in 2014, Jagan's mother Vijayamma lost in Visakhapatnam. And Jagan was just 2% behind TDP in Andhra, coastal Andhra, that is North and South Coastal Andhra, whereas in Rayalaseema, Jagan's YSRCP was actually 2% ahead of the TDP. So if it's an 8% swing, then I might think that it's going to be, it's going to be a big kind of sweep for this one. Though I might myself expect the number projections to be on the lower extent of the numbers that you've predicted.
Okay, with us also is Pradeep Gupta, lead cephalogist at Access My India. He's the one whose team has put together these exit poll numbers. Explain why there's such a big shift of votes away from the Telegu Desam.
2-3 reasons, Rahul. One is, of course, the kind of groundwork and the kind of efforts put in by personally Jaganmohan Reddy himself, particularly in 3 or 4 months prior to the election. That's one. Two, Telegu Desam Party is facing severe anti-incumbency on many accounts. One, the biggest one, which they end up forming the alliance with the Congress party in Telangana, which was taken totally in a reverse way by the Andhra Pradesh people. I mean, which is backfire like anything. Whatever the narrow margin has broadened up. That's the biggest reason.
That's not surprising at all, because the Telangana backlash, when you ally with the Congress, which is seen as having created
the otherwise here and this is
and
right,
you know,
right.
I think it's had a backlash on both sides.
Both sides.
Going with the TDP in Telangana had a backlash for the Congress, and going
here,
with
vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get in some political reactions as well. Lanka Dinakar is a spokesperson of the Telegu Desam. We've got S. Ramakrishna Reddy from the YSRCP. Let's go across to Mr. Reddy first. So very clearly, Achhe Din for Jagan Reddy. In that Janta Darbar, we already saw the Chief Minister in waiting tell people what he intends to do once he is sworn in. So confident was he of his victory. Welcome, Mr. Reddy, and congratulations. It's at least good news as far as these exit poll numbers are concerned.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rahul. And we have seen you here also. You were there. You have seen the public and people here when you met Jaganmohan Reddy here. The actual thing, what I heard from the senior journalists and analysts, that's one part of the thing, that political process and political alliances in Telangana and other things. But the very basic, this one started, I mean, after elections, 2014 elections, Telegu Desam Party and Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, they didn't keep up any promise that they made. They didn't even attempt to keep up any promise they made to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Right from day one of their rule, they started deceiving state people, that 5 crore people of Andhra Pradesh. That's one part. And when we come to the nearer to the elections, we have seen the loan amount, I mean loans, budgetary and extra budgetary also, they went huge to around 3 lakh crores. And no answer is there, no productive this one happened, and no assets have been built up, and that's one part. So the anti-incumbency, it is a natural thing that went to the extent because that this government ditched everybody, every section, and any family, one or other person were deceived, and all this made this what we are seeing. And in addition to that, the consistent sincerity and honesty with which our leader Mr. Jaganmohan Reddy, he has attempted to resolve the people's issues and stood by the people, and also the moralistic values he followed all through, and finally the 14-month Padayatra he took up to know about people's woes and how to resolve them, and to make a blueprint from what people want from a good government. all these things have turned into made to turn into a positive
so Lanka Dinakar,
which we
on the
have
one
been
side
seeing
we've seen
for the last 5
Chandrababu,
months, 6
Naidu
months
do a
in this
whole
state.
slew of meetings in Delhi and elsewhere, meeting important national leaders, planning what may happen after the 23rd of May. And on the other side, his own seat share is likely to come down to as little as between 2 and 6 potentially. So, which essentially means that he's losing his own bastion, and here he has these grand national plans. It almost seems as if he's living at this moment in an alternate universe.
Rahul, as per your exit poll in 2014, Jagan would be the chief minister. He would get 18 MP seats. What was the reality? Same thing is going to be happen in 2019 also. We wish, very happy that we felt very hurry that whether India today is giving positive results for TDP. We felt hurry because of your past track record. That means we are in a positive way. We are going to register landslide victory, 120 to 130 assembly seats and 20 to 22 parliament seats we are going to win without any problem as far as the allegations of the YSRCP is concerned. And so many analysts who told that about the Padayatra. Even before 2014 also he made Padayatra. His sister has done Padayatra, but people has given mandate. For past 5 years, the backdoor operation made by the YSRCP with the BJP also is very much evident. People is taking care in respect of that also. And fulfillment of the promises, almost all promises we have fulfilled. And we have given more than 97 lakh women, 20,000 direct cash transfer for the empowerment of the women we have provided.
Okay, so you
60
clearly,
lakh okay. Pensions,
so the elections are over. You don't need to tell me what you've done, what you've not done. You need to explain that to the voters of Andhra Pradesh. All of this you've said, they've made up their minds.
Rahul, these are all the factors, Rahul, which is going to influence directly by the voter. It is not
Let me show you
the facts.
1 second, let me show you the poll of polls. So it's very clear, Pradeep Gupta, you please be careful next time you go to Andhra Pradesh. Lanka Dinakar and his party clearly don't like it. I want to show you what the poll of polls looks like in Andhra Pradesh. And if you go through the data sets put out by the other pollsters as well, it's virtually in the same direction. So there it is on your screen right now. You've got data first for the various assemblies. INSS media predicts that TDP will actually do well. So you actually have over there one media poll which suggests the opposite. Then you've got iNews which says that YSRCP will do well. So it's less than what Axis is saying, but in the same direction. People's Pulse is saying 112 for YSRCP, 59. So they're also the same. Then you've got CP5, which again is in the same direction as Access, saying that 133 for Jagan Reddy, 37 to 40 for the TDP. And you've got TV5, 68 to 105. So you've got two polls over there which have come to the conclusion that Lanka Dinakar's party is coming back to power. The other polls, so Veera Raghav, broadly speaking, most polls seem to suggest that Jagan Reddy is on his way in and Chandrababu Naidu is on his way out.
I'm not just talking about polls, Rahul, and I'm trying to, the polls reiterate a ground sentiment that one has been picking up in Andhra Pradesh all along, that Jagan is on the rise. I don't know if the organization strength of the TDP can undo that. That was the only hope for the TDP, that the organization strength of the TDP, which was like in 2014 as well. I think the TDP, Jagan really had a swing in his favor in 2014, but the organization strength of the TDP overpowered Jagan Reddy. I am just saying that when you have ground sentiment and predominantly credible exit polls predicting the same direction, then I may suspect that it's going to go that way.
There's also an additional point, Rahul, we'll need to bear in mind. I think the whole effort of Chandrababu Naidu to halfway down his term, try and turn the blame on the BJP for not giving the state special status. People's memory is not short. This is something he exactly did when he was in power last time, halfway down breaking away with the BJP. And this memory is something which remains with the people, and I think in that sense, credibility becomes an important factor when you repeat the same thing.
There are too many games that he played. It was the same game each time, Lanka Dinakar, where you stay with the BJP for the large part of the term and suddenly in the end you diss your partner, you try and emerge afresh, try and wash away anti-incumbency. It doesn't work like that.
No, Rahul, it is absolutely wrong. We always, at state level, we rely on our performance. We invested more than 50,000 crore rupees for irrigation projects. The dividends which used by the people, especially in Rayalaseema, the Purivendula, the place which made horticulture hub, the first place in the nation. It is opposition leader constituency where we have shown our development. We laid 25,000 kilometers CC roads. It is evident. Each and everything appears to the eyes. Whatever the development and welfare, even though there is a backdoor operation to YSRCP made in Delhi with BJP, we reached our level best. We have shown our performance in development. As far as welfare is concerned, we never ever seen even positive budgets, surplus budgets, states unable to perform such kind of welfare schemes. More than 730 awards and rewards from union government. Ease of doing business. Number one,
okay,
we have provided better infrastructure
Naidu
growth.
meeting
We
Mamta
have shown
Banerjee this
CSDP
evening.
growth is better than India. We have shown the way, the reality.
I think
Rahul,
Chandrababu
you
Naidu
have
meeting,
to
Mamta Banerjee right now.
Rahul,
Yeah, I know.
one
It's
more minute,
but I don't
one
think
minute.
I don't think till the
1
numbers
minute.
come out on the
1 minute.
23rd. I don't think alliances are formed on the basis of the exit poll numbers. But I think the effort is to keep the opposition numbers together. The sense that I'm picking up from regional parties is that they are not going by these exit polls. They really believe that the NDA will be just short, or you know, no one's saying that they're going to do really badly. No one's saying that the NDA is going to be routed. I think regional parties have this sense that the NDA may be hovering around the 250 mark. They want to keep their coalition alliance together. They want to do their number crunching together. But that's the big regional players, which I'm talking of a Mamta Banerjee or a DMK. There are internal conversations that are going on.
Sandeep Shastri, what do you make of this? You've got somebody...
Rahul, very quickly, as far as Naidu is concerned, I think Naidu going around meeting people reflects two things. One, his own insecurity in Andhra Pradesh. Second, his insecurity vis-a-vis the stature of KCR emerging as the guy reaching out for the federal front. I think Naidu is basically trying to match up to KCR.
Is this his insecurity at play, Sandeep Shastri?
In a sense, yes, but I also would highlight the point that among all these leaders, Naidu is among the first who was part of that original alliances that were built. And therefore, I think he's playing that role which he played more than 15 years back to be able to bring together the opposition parties. I would agree with Veera when he says that the state-based parties are hoping that the NDA will fall short of a majority and they could then take the initiative. You see, this whole initiative is the non-UPA, non-NDA state-based parties who feel that in a situation where neither the UPA nor NDA is in a position to form a government on its own, we could then be an important bloc, we could then be an important force.
Okay.
And I think Chandrababu Naidu is just trying to tie together all these
I want to show our viewers the poll of polls as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned for Andhra Pradesh. So we've seen the poll of polls for the assemblies. Let's show you now the poll of polls for the Lok Sabha as well. So we'll start with VMR, which says 18 for the YSRCP, 7 for the TDP, which is broadly in line with what we are hearing here at Access. 18 to 20 was Access's numbers. Ipsos says 13 to 14 and 10 to 12 for the TDP. So Ipsos clearly predicts a far closer fight. Today's Chanakya says 8 to 17. So they're actually predicting that TDP will do better. So maybe that's the poll that Lanka Dinakar and his team are seeing. Jan Ki Baat again says that you've got TDP doing better than the YSRCP, and C Voter again says that you've got TDP doing better than YSRCP. So Pradeep Gupta, 3 pollsters, not forget whether you've got the number and the range right, even directionally they disagree with you.
Yeah, that is the case. We can see, but I can't comment on them, how they have conducted the research. I think they must have done good job. Let's see, wait and see.
It's like a very stressful kind of job. You know, at least if the direction is right, then
I
you're
think
more
there's
assured.
a very strong alliance between pollsters that they won't attack each other or they won't question each other.
No, but listen, You go out into the field,
Yeah.
you never know what you will find. You do the best you can.
Whom
And
you met out
it's
of...
like the India Today reporting team. Everybody goes out trying to look for a story. Ordinarily, our reporters find the story. That's because we're generally the best reporting team in the business. And it's the same with the pollsters as well. But why is it that they're picking up a different direction? Sandeep?
Rahul, we had this discussion in the morning on Aaj Tak also. If the vote share which the different polls show seem to be in a 1 or 2 percentage range, it is understandable. The vote share projection into seats could be very different, and that's what some pollsters were comparing in the morning vis-a-vis Uttar Pradesh. If you look at Andhra, there is no way that the vote share would be similar in these different studies given the range that they are showing. So I think there is a
Somebody's just got it wrong.
Sorry, yeah, there is a basic.
So would it not have been better then, Ramakrishna Reddy, for Jagan just to wait for a bit before making tall claims, telling people once I'm CM, I'll fix your problem? Just hold on for a bit, sir. Lanka Dinakar is looking at all the polls which are suggesting that he's winning. You're obviously going by our poll and your own gut. Would it have been more prudent just to wait for a bit, or are you so confident that he's already popping the bubbly?
One second, Rahul. Actually, we are not, after seeing these exit polls, we are not, we neither are happy nor are, we don't have any, this one, because in 3 days the actual result will come. Because you have asked us, I am sitting here, I am talking on behalf of our party. But actually what I am trying to tell is, its writing is very much on the wall for TDP. What is going to happen? It has been for the last 4 years, it is there, and for the last 6 months, it has intensified. As Mr. Dinakar has said, he said they have directly transferred money. When did they transfer? When did they try to transfer? In the last month, before just polls.
So all there's a battle for such political acrimony, the time for such acrimony is now behind us.
They didn't do.
Votes have already been polled, they just need to be counted. And ultimately, one of these two gentlemen will be smiling.
Yes,
but
there is
based
no
on all the
point,
ground reports
but,
we picked up, momentum is clearly with Jagan Reddy. Make no mistake about it. He's walking and talking with the swagger of a man who knows he's set to be chief minister. I can't say much about the other polls, but from what we've studied and we've looked at very clearly, Jagan Reddy is in pole position. Make absolutely no mistake about that. I'll leave it over there. Lanka Dinakar, all the best. For all you know, you may come up on Trump's 23rd of May. We don't know. Polls have been wrong in the past. But at this time, it's your opponent who's in pole position. That's what the polls are suggesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.